one of us. How could you do it? We ain't gonna keep you around much longer.
I heard rumour Mordus is working for the Order. What say you? Come, sister. What did you think was gonna happen? You're making this much harder than it needs to be.
Move along, Buck. This Duncan's...
Je vais cliquer sur la statue pour revenir là. Ah oui, c'est la reine, d'accord. Maintenant, on va pas on va pas y aller maintenant. Juste... Voilà. Quand on souterrain.
For Alexander the Innocent,
Won't be caught dead near
killed by sorcerers, a most vile incident. A valiant warrior against the void. Taken too early, all hope destroyed. The path thus ended, the conclusion of noble bloodline. Who shall rise?
Her munificence Dallis the Hammer, scourge of the Voidwoken and saviour of the sorcerers, upon the advice of her most sage council, in her capacity as the titular head of our beloved Lucian's hereby layeth bounty upon the fell sorcerer murderers of Alexander, Bishop Divine. She, or he, or it, who may count upon the Hammer's most benign and just benevolence. Hail to the Hammer, 7 times blessed. The poster flutters lightly in the breeze.
She seems to be out for blood. I fear I may, for once, be found lacking.
Let her cower on that ship of hers and be glad the water's too foul for me to swim.
No news here. Everyone wants a piece.
More bounty hunters on my trail. Good luck to them.
On va voir tout.
Quite so.
Ça, c'est
Even for a
chiotte.
human, you have an unwavering talent for violence.
Clé. Vraiment, si jamais.
What was in that blasted stew?
Ok. On va s'envoyer pour l'instant. Ok. Est-ce qu'on peut faire un tour?
What's this? I found something.
The cat stares up at you. Its midnight black pupils are too prominent for you to discern the colour of its glazed eyes.
8 lives already gone, but I'd gladly lose the last. If you can throw me a fish, one of those smelly kind. But I need 'em so yummy. I'd give my...
Ah mince, zut. Oh, tant pis.
This is going nowhere.
Get that sorcerer!
This must be the place Lohar mentioned. It looks unassuming enough.
Take that sorcerer! Dallis, get her!
You're dead, Alexander. Alexander, you're dead. You have to stay dead until we say you're not dead anymore.
Here, mister! Alexander doesn't have to stay dead, does he? See? Told ya. Take that, sorcerer. Come on, Dallis, help me put...
Turtle Johnny puts an invisible source collar on Mary Lane.
Take that, sorcerer. No more saucy sorcery for you. Alexander and Dallis said...
It doesn't
I
make sense.
hate this
We're
game.
missing something.
The 3 kids stare at you in awe.
Crack! The source collar's broken. I'm free. How about you,
It doesn't make
Dallis?
sense.
I'll kill you again,
We're missing
Alexander. I'm a big bad sorcerer. Woohoo!
For a moment, you watch the children play.
Ok. Donc,
Come on, damn you.
c'est bon, c'est bon. C'est pas chez... Si, c'est Thanos. Je crois que c'est pas derrière. Capitaine. Ah.
The dwarf is unnaturally still. You might mistake her for a corpse, were it not for a slight twitch of her eyelids. She calmly opens her left eye.
What do you want?
The dwarf unfolds her arms and shoots to her feet.
All right, human. Well, glad Lohar ain't left us here to wither. Those brutes are taking their sweet time down there. I gotta send word soon. Who knows? Anything that gives away what Mordus has been up to. Probably got all sorts of tricks for covering his tracks, but the goons downstairs should sniff out something. That weird priest's been hanging around Lohar for ages. Now he's vanished. Poof. Those half-wits below will know more. Get to it then.
Elle a pas dit que ça. Alors, attends, autre chose. Bon. C'est en rouge. Est-ce que ça te dérangerait? D'accord. Est-ce qu'il y a 5000?
I don't know if all we could find was rubbish. Now we're stuck. Lohar will have our heads.
Get your act together. Lohar ain't gonna fly you just 'cause Mordus covered his tracks good. They're coming for us.
What's this? I found something.
La musique, ça veut dire qu'il y a quelque chose qui est apparu.
I've spotted something.
C'est que cette musique. Ah mince, je peux pas le déverrouiller. Est-ce que toi tu pourrais me l'accrocher? Non plus. Zut, il y a un truc là. Ça se fait une porte secrète.
By your own hands.
C'est ça.
They're coming for us, you reckon?
Là-bas, je peux cliquer. Clochette. Secrète.
He had to leave something behind, yeah?
Nothing useful, I'd say. If we can't get ourselves out of here, it won't matter either way, eh?
I don't know if all we could find was rubbish. Now we're stuck. Lohar will have our heads.
Comment c'est possible
Get
de
your act
côté?
together. Lohar ain't gonna fly you just 'cause Mordus covered his tracks good.
I don't know if all we could find was rubbish. Now we're stuck. Lohar will have our heads.
Get your act together. Lohar ain't gonna fly you just 'cause Mordus covered his tracks good.
chemin pour y aller.
He had to leave something behind, yeah?
À part le crâne là.
Not useful, I'd say. If we can't get ourselves out of here, it won't matter either way, eh?
Ça c'est pour ça.
Get your act together. Lowheart ain't gonna fly you just 'cause Mortis covered his truck's good. They're coming for us, you reckon?
Are you daft? Of course they'll come for us. Lowheart ain't gonna just twiddle his toes forever.
A skull? It's missing an eye. As far as locks go, this one's pretty macabre.
Je utilise un d'œil, ils sont disparus.
A skull? It's missing an eye. As far as locks go, this one's pretty macabre.
Il faudrait trouver une pierre jaune. Une pierre.
He had to leave something behind, yeah?
Nothing useful, I'd say.
On va voir comment les libérer là pour l'instant. Si on n'a pas de pierre machin.
Ah, locked. A skull. It's missing an eye. As far as locks go, this one's pretty macabre.
Skull. It's missing an eye. As far as locks go, this one's pretty macabre.
On peut trouver une pierre jaune. On va venir ici, je pense. C'est eux qui l'ont enlevé. Et comme je pense pas que je puisse me téléporter de l'autre côté.
He had to leave something behind, yeah?
Nothing useful, I'd say. If we can't get ourselves out of here, it won't matter either way, eh?
Bad enough all we could find was rubbish. Now we're stuck. Lowheart will have our heads.
Get your act together. Lowheart ain't gonna fly you just 'cause Mortis covered his truck's good.
Je peux pas monter de l'autre côté.
They're coming for us, you reckon?
Are you daft? Of course they'll come for us. Lowheart ain't gonna just twiddle his toes forever.
Là ça sert à rien. Si on n'a pas la pierre jaune, ça sert à rien.
Maybe if we had a crowbar.
You think a crow?
Ain't no rest for any dwarf in Driftwood.
De toute façon, la pierre jaune peut peut-être là. Peut-être dans le coffre. Pas envie de rentrer en guerre. Voilà.
Ain't no rest for any dwarf in Driftwood. Not even me.
C'est volé. Récupérer quoi? Poudre de fée. Là. l'arc. Rien. Je pense que c'est ça. Ce côté-là, ça va sortir.
One more time.
Might as well have rotted in the death bomb. What's even the...
You, stranger! What are you doing here?
Grumbling, the Magister turns back.
Non.
Take some sorcery in the face, nasty Dallas. I'm going to send you to be cured, sorcerer. You can stay there with the dirty lizards and Joe's mum until you're cured.
I'm Alexander. You're the sorcerer, Mary Lane.
Oh, I'm always the
C'est quoi qu'il y a
sorcerer.
derrière? Voilà. La poissonnerie, hein. C'est lui qu'on va aller voir. Oula. Mon entrée, là.
I don't care if we tear this place apart plank by plank. You've been warned, Barnes. Now, get back to your fish.
The Magister turns, and it...
You, tell me, have you seen a man acting suspiciously near here? Grey cloak, grey beard, satchel slung over his shoulder. Blast! Well, if you do see anything odd, report it immediately. There is a foul creature lurking in one of these shadows, and we will find him. A sorcerer. He arrived dressed as a tinkerer, but then Magisters started disappearing. As soon as we asked him about it, he fled. Who knows what he's done with our divine brothers?
If any of you see so much as a rat's hair out of place, you tell the Magisters. Then we can get them out, and you can get back to work.
Oi! You look the kind of ruffian who can keep a secret. Fancy a good time? Head downstairs in the Blackpool Tavern. Tell the lummox blocking the way that Blathin gave you a tip-off. Grisha's still the favourite. If I bet against him, I could win big. Or lose it all.
If any of you see so much as a rat's hair out of place, you tell the Magisters.
The dwarf peers at an expertly dissected fish, gently...
Fascinating. No, oh my, I mean, no, what do you want? What's it to you? Express your interest somewhere else. I'm busy.
Pas un lotard, ça. Ça, c'est sa mission. Je pense.
If any of you see so much as a rat's hair out of place, you tell the magisters. Then we can get them out, and you can get back to work.
Plus d'avertissement. C'est pour ça que je voulais faire.
There's a sorcerer somewhere in this worm, Lucian's. If you see anything suspicious, anything at all, report it immediately.
He glares at you.
Juste l'esprit.
I miss Joe.
Ta mère, ignore.
The dog sniffs the wooden decking, like there's something wrong.
Something's wrong. Something's wrong, and it's not right. I don't know, but there's something wrong, and it's underneath the floor. Be careful down there, mister. You're not smelling what I'm smelling.
He must be somewhere else.
En dessous. Déjà pour redescendre.
If any of you see so much as a rat's hair out of place, you tell the magisters.
Cramoisi.
What? You been needing something from me, lad? Ain't much inclined to rub elbows with humans, if you catch my drift. Ain't no one been standing together since Lucian died. Ain't been no goodwill among your kind, or mine, or anyone else's since the Reds have been in charge. Glad to hear you say it. The day will come we'll overthrow 'em, you mark my words. Until then, I'll practice the art of gutting unspoiled fish. I had friends. Good friends. Not even dwarves, some of them. Ever heard of that place? Fort Joy? They send you there means you ain't never coming back.
C'est vrai qu'il y avait un nain qui était prisonnier là-bas.
Pish posh. And who'll bail them out? Seekers? Them's even worse news, I reckon. No. Them friends of mine are dead or silenced. All on account of the Reds. All on account of Dallas, damn her heart. Like I said, they're either dead or silenced. Fugitive. I don't think that's something I should be discussing with strangers. You can insist until the cows come home, but you can't make a dwarf speak if he don't... No, I shan't be baited. I ain't saying nothing on the topic no more.
Ah, j'ai réussi cette fois.
Godspeed, buggered fine. I'll tell you...
The dwarf leans in and begins whispering conspiratorially.
This fella runs along, right, sweating, panicking. Reds racing after him like hunting hounds. Hide in a barrel, you fool, I yelled. And what do you know? He did.
Il serait caché dans un tonneau.
Problem is, he's still in there. Been hours. Can't go nowhere, he can't, not with the Reds around.
C'est peut-être ça qui sent le chien.
Get them out, and you can get back to work.
D'avoir une trappe pour descendre en dessous.
You see a man, well-fed and wealthy, but stress has lined his face and narrowed his waist. He tries to ignore your presence, fails. He sighs.
See here. I'm very busy. The factory is crawling with magisters, and our shipments to Arks are held up. Time is money. Don't waste my money. What do you want? Fish. This is a fish factory. I'm shipping fish to Arks. Now, please, there's the door. I suggest you use it. That's privileged information. I have a trade to protect. An excellent point. Well made. The answer to your question is, unsurprisingly, a man in a house. A man in a house buys all the void-tainted fish I can send him.
That dark shadow crosses his face once more.
Not that I've ever met the man. Not sure I want to, if I'm honest. Absolutely not. I don't give away sensitive information like that to anyone who just... That really is enough now. Am I... If any of you see so much as a rat's hair out of place, you tell the magisters. Then we can get them out, and you can get back to work.
Ah, les fausses morts, c'est là où ça peut aller. La fameuse Syrie. Là. C'est pas lui. On soupçonne. J'en sais rien.
If any of you see so much as a rat's hair out of place, you tell the magisters. Then we can get them out, and you can get back to work.
Je vois pas de trappe. Non. Non. Ah mince.
You'd swear the shark was smiling at you.
JB me serait.
Take some sorcery in the face, nasty Dallas. It's off the Fort Joy you go, nasty sorcerer. You can say them in the dirty business and show them nothing.
Hackles raised, the dog barks at the sand built up beneath the building.
There's something not right, and that's wrong. It's under the house thing there, and it's bad. I can smell it. You be careful now. What?
Sous la maison.
Water looks nice.
va aller en dessous. Vraiment, on sera à main.
I miss Joe. Hello, mister.
The little boy looks at you.
You be careful. My daddy's a magic. No, he's not. His daddy's a fisherman like most daddies round here. We're waiting for our friend. He went for a swim.
He went swimming all the way to Fort Happy.
Salut Nicolas, bienvenue.
For Joy?
That's what I said. Fort Joy. He's going to find his mum and bring her back. That's right.
I think he's an idiot. And when he gets back, I'm going to tell him so. I miss Joe.
Aidez-leur à trouver l'esprit de notre nager. Ok. Je peux pas aller dans la flotte.
Can't blame him. There's no safety in solitude.
J'ai plus dans l'eau.
I'm Alexander. You're the sorcerer, Mary Lane.
Ça va Nico?
Don't let up now. Keep hauling that cargo. That's it. The barrels and the chests on the double.
Bon courage, Mr.
Go on, you mute sacks of flesh. Put your backs. The Lord Dread awaits.
The Magister stops, barking orders. He sniffs the air like a predator, turns to face you, the wolf eyeing the deer.
Oh, but yours is not a stink like the one that surrounds us, spat from a dying sea. Yours is, tell me, have you ever been strung up by the hands? Your body swinging like a bell's clapper as your bones are being broken with cast iron rods? Of course you haven't. We've only just met.
He licks his lips. Dry flesh turns wet.
See, I'd like to string you up too. Rack you with rods and leave you dangling over a puddle of your own blood and piss. Oh, no, 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 no. That won't do at all. Innocence is a mask that doesn't fit.
Bon, boîtier d'enceinte à sauter. Ah merde. Ah ouais, pas de bol.
I'm very good at what I do, see? I don't even need a sauce hound yapping by my side. There was a whiff of something in the air when you approached. A current of filth. Best convince me I was mistaken.
Qu'est-ce que je vais te dire? J'aurais dû se regarder juste avant. Ah.
He leans in closer and sniffs the air once more.
Interesting. So I was mistaken. Must have been ambition I smelled on. Very well. In that case, we'll forego the gallows and turn straight to the hunt. No doubt a trustee of Dallas is champing at the bit. Seems peaceful here, doesn't it? A quiet day in a quiet town. One wouldn't think these drifting woods toss on dwarf-troubled waters. But they do. Consider for a moment the dwarf. What is he? A mule, a beast of burden. But some defy that role. There are rats among them, dancing to their rat queen's tune. I'm in need of a rat catcher. Did I give you the illusion you have? I must depart post-haste, but Julian here will stay behind and be a good little parrot. Ask and...
Stay behind? But I've my orders.
Like I said, Julian is staying. And with that, I must be off. No hard feelings about the death threats, of course. How about we part shaking hands instead of stringing them up? How very hard. One last thing. The Magisters here are diligent men and women. A stranger, like, should this happen, just wave this piece of parchment in their eager little faces. My signature. Adieu and good luck.
The time has come, my stitched-lipped lovelies. We set sail. Get on board and man your stations.
Si nous souhaitons aider la cause, on va aller le voir.
Left behind like a dog. Bah! 7 curses upon that ship.
Hope you ain't looking for work in this dying town. Besides, you ain't got the look of it.
There's a lot of call for the junk you sell, then.
Junk? Why, I offer nothing less than the wisdom of the ancients.
Vapid fiction along the lower helping of hand.
There's no safety in solitude.
Well, keep steady. People still need potions. They'll be by soon enough.
Mate, but what a scout. Seems to me you could use a touch of magic.
Woke up this morning in a sweat. Can't get that thing out of my mind.
You made it back, safe and sound. That's all you gotta think about right now.
Easier said than done, Ada.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Well, don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
If you anything that will protect you against bulls like
I can turn aside fire, cold and poison. But Void Woken, God knows what to stop those beasts.
cold stream.
Much business today?
Not much. People don't want to leave town. Can't blame them. There's no safety in solitude.
Well, keep steady. People still need potions. Be by soon enough. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Protect against bulls like
Wouldn't you like to know?
I can turn aside fire, cold and poison. But Void Woken, God knows what to stop those beasts.
cold steel.
Prendre possible 200 circulaires. Utiliser surface.
Woke up this morning in a sweat. Can't get that thing out of my mind.
You made it back, safe and sound. That's all you gotta think about right now.
Crêpe de peau.
Easier said than done, Ada.
Got word from the factory that another bolt went down. Things ain't looking good.
Yeah. You suppose the Madisons will get rid of the Void Woken anytime soon?
Doubt it. Now they've got that hellacious general in charge. What do they call her? The Axe?
The Hammer. Hope you're wrong. Time will tell, I suppose.
Woke up this morning in a sweat.
What kind of
Can't
crap
get
sells?
Yep.
That's all you gotta think about right now.
Easier said than done, Ada.
Much business today?
Not much. People don't want to leave town. Can't blame them. There's no safety in solitude.
Well, keep steady. People still need potions. Be by soon enough.
My word, but you do look exhausted. I bet you could
I'm all right,
use a
as
touch
long
of
as I don't
magic.
too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Have at it. Got yourself situated. Yep.
Ok.
Woke up this morning in a sweat. Can't get that clean mold.
You made it back, safe.
Well met, friend. Interested in... You look down at the cart and see fish with flaking scales, tumours and, in one case, 3 heads.
It's free to look. Just don't fair travels, friend.
Woke up this morning in a sweat. Can't get that.
War's a brewing, my friend, and I'll stand special prices for you, my friend. War is hell, my friend, but it's very good for business. Good luck to you.
Easier said than done, Ada.
Tire 16 flèches dans un... Ça coûte 60. Ah oui, mais ça...
Queen Justinian executes 24 noblemen for insubordination.
Much business today?
Not much. People don't want to leave town. Can't blame them. There's no safety in solitude.
Well, keep steady. People still need potions. Be by soon enough. You eating any of your own fish?
You kidding? I don't eat what I sell. I usually buy from Ovis over there.
Ovis? How can you afford his stuff?
I got me a sweet deal. And that's all you need to know.
Much business today?
Hear ye! Hear ye!
There's no safety in solitude.
Well, keep steady. People still need potions. Be by soon enough. Could be worse, you know.
Hard to see how.
You could be a dwarf, for starters.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Keeping it together, Bree.
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
You're safe
The
among
kind that
friends.
don't fancy starving, along with the rest of this town. It's all well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
Keep talking, dwarf, and you'll end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
Ah.
Woke up this morning in sweat. Can't get that.
You made it back, safe and sound. That's all you got to think about right now.
Easier said than done, Ada.
Could be worse, you know.
Hard to see how.
You could be a dwarf, for starters.
Times are tough.
Woke up this morning in sweat.
Latest news! Many a latest, my friend. The war, the bishop, the queen. What tickles your fancy? Johnny Justinia, Queen of the Dwarves. Ha! Scourge, boy. Here's 20 or so noble gentlemen. No one knows what they did wrong, if anything, and she has them stripped and whipped all the way to the execution grounds. Didn't even give them the dignity of the sword, no sir. Had them all hung. Real slow. You ask me, and I say she's mad as a mink with 7 sailors. Stabbed in the back he was, by them vile, low-born, kill 'em all, I say. Do 'em like, I mean, they ain't looking too good for them lizards. Word is, the Divine Order's gonna hit the ancient empire and hit it hard. You remember what happened to the...
Could be worse, you know.
Hard to see how.
The Silent Watcher's jaws clench and slacken again and again for no visible reason. 2 empty eyes stare
Empire!
I want to
rather breathe?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of
You
milk.
needing supplies? It's anything more?
Vapid fiction, along with a large helping of ham.
Who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Until later then.
Much business today?
Not much. People don't want to leave town. Can't blame them. There's no safety in solitude.
Well, keep steady. People still need potions. They'll be by soon enough.
I usually buy from Ovis over there.
Par là. Pas voir plus haut, bosser le fil normal. J'ai 2 heures, je suis au stream.
Oh, we dwarves had a kingdom.
Bonjour, c'est à nous. Si tu regardes encore le live, si vous regardez encore le live.
Off you go. I can't be seen raternizing with the likes of you. sorcerer. Ha! Second rat wizards by my book. That lizard there's a sorcerer, and look at her now, strung up by her hands with a death rattle hanging round her lips. Well, I'm a rat, and you're some kind of curious, large-style flesh beast. Never the twain shall mix. Thus spaketh the reddish, large-style flesh beasts.
Bonjour aux personnes qui me regardent sur Twitch.
Just look at what happened to that lovely flick-tongued scale slitherer when she spent too much time with a lumbering, large-style flesh beast of her own. No thank you. I'll have her eyeball when she's done with it. Won't be long now.
The rat hisses at you with
Carry on then, stink bee.
Si t'as vu. Ils sont morts les mecs. Ça bouge encore les gars. Petits ovisques.
Come now. Is this really necessary?
Axel. Là, elle est presque morte. On va se mettre. Regardez là. Ce sera pour la prochaine fois. Ben, je vais remercier les personnes qui m'ont regardé en direct sur Twitch et YouTube. N'hésitez pas à laisser un like sur YouTube et un commentaire sur Twitch sous la vidéo. N'hésitez pas à vous abonner non plus pour être prévenu des prochains lives ou vidéos mises en ligne. Je vous remercie d'être venu. Je remercie aussi ceux qui regardaient en replay. Et je vous dis à bientôt. À demain pour Skyrim. Et après-demain pour la suite de Divinity. Au revoir, bonne soirée.